Hello and welcome to Satisfactory. Earlier this week, if you're watching it as I'm releasing, Satisfactory released Update 3 to their experimental build channel. And so I decided I would play this for you on YouTube and see what you think. So I haven't played Satisfactory since Update 1. I did one base in the initial early access release, and I did one base in Update 1, and I didn't play it all in Update 2, so I haven't actually played anything with trains or nuclear or any of the other changes they were adding in Update 2, so I'm a little behind, but I think this will be good to kind of figure out together. So a couple of things that I want to do with this series. When we get to some of the sort of more mundane or boring parts of it, that is handcrafting stuff that you need to build so that you can automate, and even potentially going out and gathering foliage to make biofuel and things along that nature. I think I will do that either between episodes or during a pause during an episode. So I'm going to cut in and out and fade in and out of the game, just to make sure that the episodes have as much worthwhile content as possible in them. So if you haven't seen what's been added in experiment or in Update 3, most of it is stuff to do with pipes. They have a fluid mechanics system in the game now, so things like water and oil and other things are now liquids that you have to pump and pipe to some certain buildings. They added a new starting area, which I'm actually not going to start in, and a few other pieces. So there's we're just going to kind of start at the beginning and work our way through the game. Since I've never actually played this on YouTube before, I'm going to let the opening animation happen. So let's get started here with a new game. If you haven't played Satisfactory before, there were 3 biomes you could start in: grass fields, northern forest, and rocky desert. And they just added a 4th one in this patch for the it's another desert. I can't remember what it's called now. Dune Desert? Yeah, Dune Desert, that's what it's called. It doesn't actually say it up there. For this one, I played twice in the grass fields, both of the times that I've played. So I think I'm going to do the northern forest. So I'll do Wally 3 for this game. And as I said, we're gonna not skip the intro so that I can actually have that intro as part of this first episode. So let's get started.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
So we of course start out here in a drop pod with a nice homage to airplane safety on that card over to the left. crusty tool there in the right, and of course our airline safety video looking thing there. I like how they edited it a little to mention pipelines in the video now. It obviously wasn't there before. I'm assuming it wasn't there before.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Trusty fix-it tool. Okay, so I have to kind of familiarize myself a little bit with the controls here.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations.
Yay, we survived.
Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fix-It Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. Second objective: please ensure you have your Fix-It Incorporated Xeno Zapper equipped before leaving the drop zone.
Armed and ready.
According to Fix-It regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats. Third objective: please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
So there's iron 900 meters that way and 433 meters this way. And we're actually going to head in this direction and set up a base over here because the resources that I want to have are actually over here anyway. I'm going to gather some trees and leaves and foliage along the way here a little bit.
Pigment could be harvested from these flower petals and turned into dye. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
We'll get to the MAM here in a moment. Once we get over here to where that iron is, and we can start establishing a base. Ah, there's a bunch of iron over here. Perfect. As I expected. I'm actually going to be out here a little bit on the edge of the forest. A little bit into the desert here. Starting here with this iron. So let's see. We need to chop at this little chunk here at the top.
Fourth objective: build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
I think those are all iron. Yes.
Congratulations. You have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench.
Ah, that's
Hub
this one.
Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective: complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note: the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
So I'm going to do a little bit of crafting on screen, but most of this crafting I'll actually do off screen. I like how they show relevant items now, so you can see that you have iron ore and iron ingots being the ingredients in the output of this recipe. That's really handy. Let's see what this first upgrade will cost us, and that is 10 iron rods. So actually, let's go ahead and select that milestone. And then we can make those 10 iron rods in here. There we go. Oops, turned too fast. And then we put the iron rods in and upgrade the hub. Fancy. Okay. So now we get this little storage locker here that we can put stuff in.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building workshop, equipment portable miner, inventory additional slots, hub feature personal storage. Sixth objective, complete hub upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
Okay. So for this milestone, we need 20 more iron rods and 10 more iron plates. I'm going to go ahead and craft those, and I will be back shortly. Okay, welcome back. So I went and mined a little bit more iron manually, and I crafted the 20 iron rods and 10 iron plates that we need for the next milestone. And let's upgrade the hub again. So we get new stuff again, once again.
Congratulations. You have unlocked hub feature biomass burner, scanner feature copper, new buildings and recipes which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
So that gives us
Seventh
the ability to
objective,
create power.
complete hub upgrade 3. Note, connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note, buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice, automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
So we need to find nearby copper, which looks like there's some right up there on that ridge. So good thing there's a ramp right up there. We can jump up there and get it. And what I would like to do here is actually make a equipment workshop. Need iron plates and iron rods times 5 each. We'll craft those really quickly here. That'll be enough. Because this is where we make the portable miners, and I'd like to make a couple of those here on screen, and kind of demonstrate that. So we need more, of course, more plates and more rods, 3 of each for each one. I'm going to do a few. We'll see how many we can actually do. Maybe 3 of each. Let's see. Not quite. Let's get a little bit more iron, and I'll go ahead and just do this on... And then we'll get that going, and that way we can set up a couple of portable miners in this very first episode. Because we need wire, which is made from copper, so we need to head up to the copper anyway. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll set up a couple of miners on the iron, and we'll go up and set one up on... Good, 3. I guess I could have not made quite as many rods and made a few more plates. Be able to make a couple more miners, but that's okay. Okay, we'll set up a couple here on the iron. Put these on in my hand. Okay, they should kind of robotically set themselves up there. Start drilling. Yep, they're already going to town. Okay, good. We'll run up this ramp and go find that copper node that we scanned for a moment ago. Something tells me I'll find some of the aliens around here somewhere. So you are right here. Ah, it's down there. And of course there's a bug there. Because of course there is. Any more nearby? No. Okay, well that's where we're going then. We have to fight that off a little bit. Deuterium. Okay, good. A little node of deuterium there that I want to remember is there. Although I probably should just pick it up. Raw quartz we can wait on.
This is one of multiple edibles we have detected in your vicinity which are within approved nutritional and medical categories as established by R&D. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Nice. Okay, and we'll set up one of these miners here as well. I'm avoiding that plant thing over there because it will break off its little buds and start attacking me, and I really don't want to do that. Okay, that was a ramp there that I didn't notice before. Oops, wrong button.
New technologies can be developed based on this new, superconductive, gold-like element, primarily in power and electronics. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
There we go. Might as well get it. We'll need it, as she was just saying. We'll need it anyway. Ooh, berry. Okay, and we'll head back down. Ooh, don't fall too far. You can take fall damage, so be careful with that one. Okay, so now we have some iron being mined. We have some copper being mined back on the other side. I probably should have waited up there and just grabbed it, but we can run back over there and grab some. And then we can handcraft these other items, or we could potentially start setting up some machines and some constructors and start making it. And smelters, that is, too. We'll need this biomass for burning anyway, so it doesn't hurt to collect it. We'll grab all of the copper. I don't know why I can't seem to go down up and down the same place every time. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and load up the biomass burner. Let's see, a bunch of leaves for you. Let's see if we can build a smelter. What does that take? It needs the wire, so we have to handcraft the wire. So I'll go ahead and pause again, and we can handcraft some wire, some more plates and rods, and I'll be back momentarily. And welcome back again. So I have crafted about 20 of each, which is enough for Hub Upgrade 3. But instead of doing that right away, I want to put down a smelter. At least one smelter here. The reason I want the smelter here... Actually, we'll go ahead and put down 2. The reason I want the smelters here is because I want to be able to just put the iron and the copper into them and let them smelt in the ingots, so I don't have to handcraft nearly as much. We can also do a power line here. This only lets me connect... I need cable. That's right. Okay, we need to handcraft a few cables. As you can tell, as I mentioned earlier, I haven't played this game in a little while. So let's make a little bit more copper wire here and a couple more cables, and that'll be good. Okay, that should be plenty. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think you can only connect one thing. Yeah, you can only connect one thing until we can get power poles, which will be sometime in the future. So let's go ahead and let this iron ore get smelting. And we'll quickly, hopefully, we'll quickly handcraft a few more items so that we can actually make... How much wire do I have? 8 wire. Let's make a few more copper ingots, and we'll actually do that hub upgrade. Actually, one of the things I could do is just take apart this thing. Since everything is recycled, we can take everything apart, and it doesn't hurt anything. And that's all the materials we should need for this upgrade. 20, 20, and 20. And let's do the upgrade. What does that give us, Ada?
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively.
Excellent.
8th objective.
Oops.
Complete hub upgrade
So now
4.
we can scan for
Note,
limestone.
Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
Okay, there's a bit of limestone. Okay, so she said something about power. Oh, we can use the power network now. That's what she said. So we now have power poles, which put here conveniently on our thing. But we need limestone for this, and we don't have any yet. I think the limestone's up on that little thing, so that's gonna be a little bit tough to get to at this point. Let's see where else we have limestone at. Yep, that's where it is. Okay, so there's some 175 meters that way, and a little bit further the other direction. We can go ahead and head over this way, see about finding some limestone. The other thing we might be able to do is find a rock that is made of limestone along the way, kind of how we did with the Caterium. Pick up some rocks here. And again, don't want to get lost. This is the one we want. Right down there. How are we going to get back up here? That's the big question. Oh, it looks like we can come around this way. Of course, I'm picking up all the biomass I can. Right there. Excellent. You know, I should have brought with me a portable miner to set up on this thing to get the limestone mining. We'll go ahead and crack the rock at least here. And then we can head back to the base. Oh boy, we have a critter here to fight with. Ah, it wasn't too bad. We get its carapace. And I think Ada might have something to say about
The
that.
remains of this creature might shed light on how to increase chances of survival. A new research tree can now be accessed in the MAM.
Okay, I think we need to come up this way. A lot of this foliage will be able to be cut once we have the chainsaw. And just like everything else, in order to make concrete to begin with, you have to handcraft it. So we'll get 15 out of this, and we'll also get enough stuff set up to make another portable miner to take back out the iron ore. Portable miner needs, oh yes, the plates. That's what I was going to do, is make the plates first. Maybe I'll make a couple of portable miners. You need the portable miners to make... Okay, I'll make one right now. But need them anyway later to use to make the automated miners. So it's not a huge loss. I don't have any wire. We need wire. Okay. What I'm doing here is just putting down a power pole. And we'll pick up this power line. And I can connect the generator to the power pole and then connect the power pole there. And I could make now another smelter if I had the stuff. Let's see, we probably need to... We have a lot of copper. Let's swap this out for copper. Give me this stuff, give me that stuff. Oops. Select recipe, copper ingot, and go. And this will craft... I think this crafts at least as fast as we do, maybe even faster. Which is real nice. Because you can easily automate everything this way. Like a few more rods, a few more plates. Then we should be able to build another smelter. Yes, we can. And For now, I'm just going to set it up right here next to. And I wonder if I have enough power to be able to afford to power this constructor. Oh, hello, alien. Just stepping on my head. Oh, these need another item yet, so we can't make them just yet. But we can, however, connect the power line, and now we can have 4 total devices connected to a power pole. So 1, 2, and 3 right now. Go ahead and pick the iron ingot again and put that iron ore back in there. I think I have a little bit more copper ore that can go in there. Yep. Pick this up. Pick this up. And now the next thing. We need to see what's next for the upgrades. So the next upgrades are a lot more plates, some cable, and some concrete. So we need to take that miner that we made here and head out to the limestone patch and get that mining. And I think what I will do here then is go out, run out there, and during a pause, and then collect some, and then bring you guys back in as I'm out there collecting it. So I'll pause again, and we'll see you in a moment. And welcome back. I went a little bit longer, and I actually already collected 100, so we're going to grab a second 100 of limestone. That way, it saves a little bit of time later, and I don't have to run back out here quite as soon again. We're just going to run back to the hub real quick. Suppose we'll kind of get used to this run for a little while. But then we'll be able to have belts, and it won't be a big deal. We'll belt that limestone right up in here into the base somewhere. And I actually might end up building out down here. Let's actually take a look real quick. I could build out down here. There's kind of like a natural road there. So we could build our base there. And belt all the iron out of here. Belt the copper out of where the copper is. And bring it all down there. Marketerium. Ooh, nice. I'll go ahead and pick this up too. I missed this earlier. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could do another smelter here to smelt the limestone. But I think I can just smelt the limestone into copper. Or is that a constructor? That might be a constructor. Oh, we're out of power. Okay, let's throw some more leaves in the biomass burner. I only have 297, so that's good. I also want to throw... I actually pull these leaves out of here and throw these leaves in here, or the petals I should say, and the wood sort here, and the biome, the organs. Yeah, that should be better. Let's load up with copper. We don't have any more copper. We're gonna have to get some more copper going. Pick that up, put that in there. Nope. Yep, iron in there. And then there's limestone to make. Okay, so what do we need for this? We need 75 iron plates, 20 cable, and 10 concrete. So I think I'm going to go ahead and handcraft this stuff as well. Actually, we already had enough concrete. Okay, we'll do 20 just so we have a few extra. And I'll be back again momentarily. And welcome back. I also crafted enough stuff to make a constructor, so we can go ahead and make that constructor now. And that way we'll have it available to us, assuming we have enough power, which we can actually quickly take a look at here as well. Oops. Looking at the power pole, we have a capacity of 20 megawatts with the one generator there, and we're only consuming a little over 4. So we have plenty of stuff if I made enough copper cable. Oh, I do have a cable. I had the wrong recipe selected. Sorry about that. Go ahead here, like this, there, and we can actually make a lot of different products here. Anything that requires a single ingredient. So we can turn ingots into plates. We can turn ingots into rods. Basically all the stuff we've been handcrafting. We can turn rods into screws, ingots into wire, and then wire into cable. So all this stuff we've been handcrafting. Oh, and limestone into concrete. we can easily make into into those products without having to handcraft them. So as the base grows a little bit, we'll be able to set up more of these machines and make our lives a lot easier. And let's see if we have enough now to make the cable that I spent. Looks like not. I'm going to go ahead and just let this make the wire out of the copper ingots we have. I keep forgetting this relevant item stuff is up here. And then we'll jump back here. We'll let this craft, and we'll make those last few cables we need, and we'll get the next upgrade done at the hub. And that's probably where we'll end this episode. We need 4. I'm going to take those. I'm just going to go ahead and go over here and make them and let that keep making the copper wire. Go ahead and turn all the copper we have into wire, because for right now, that's all we're going to need it for. And let's put this stuff in here. This one, and this one. Upgrade. At some point we do get a second generator there.
Congratulations. You have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots.
Perfect.
9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
Yep. So upgrade 5 will get us the miner and the storage container, which is exactly what we need. But we'll get those in the next episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.